Well, Yaimar was doing things on the side. I know you said 50-50, I think, before. Is there any change, I guess, in what he be
If I
able
was a
to do?
betting man, I'd bet I see him in the game.
How, the depth, do you feel that you have a lot of depth, I guess, at that center back position?
Yeah.
Like, confidence in Nathan or maybe even Stewart, or like how deep
Yeah.
do you think?
Well, you got Nathan, you got Jonathan Bell, you got Stewie. Josh has been kind of there couple times in his career, backline of five if we, decide to go that way. So we've got some options.
Looked like Nuhu was ready to go,
Yeah.
and Reed probably not.
Reed, no.
You got big performances out of Bell and Nathan in that game at LAFC. What have each of them done this season that has impressed you?
Nathan and Bell,
yeah,
they're just good players, good players to have. I mean, Jackson and Yaimar get a lot of press, but here's a kid that came from, good pedigree, New England, played significant minutes, although a little bit more left back, and then, had some really big performances for us. And Nathan's resume is a very good one. He had the knee injury that set him back, and, a couple niggly things this year, but he's a talented player.
Spanning back to your assistant coach days, LA Galaxy used to be a huge playoff rival for the team. So for you personally, what would a win in this conference final mean to you?
Well, a win is going to be great for the club, for the fans to host a final. Is it LA versus Seattle? Some other people have talked about that rivalry being rekindled. I'm not so sure about that yet. I think Greg said it good in his presser the other day. I mean, yeah, it becomes a rivalry if we match up a bunch of times, and he's done a great job with his team, and two big clubs with big ambitions. So in some ways, yeah, I would say it is a rivalry, but it's not the same as the Portland or an El Clasico, El Trafico, all that. It's not quite there yet, but certainly let's see. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I'll tell you that.
What does having Nuhu back sort of allow you to do, or how does he impact the way that you're able to defend a team like Galaxy?
Well, again, I whether we go a 4-man, 5-man back line or something, changes during the game, Nuhu gives you what I think is going to be one of the marquee storylines of the game. You've got a player in Peck who's really good, super good, and you've got a lockdown defender who's really good, super good at what he does. And so let's see who comes out on top of that battle.
You seen any sort of extra pep in his step or anything like that from Jordan after he scores a big goal?
Yeah,
I know there's been some pressure on him to do that.
Not just Jordan, the whole team. I would say that the whole team, getting that monkey off our backs for, getting past LAFC, everybody's in a confident spot.
You had mentioned, I think it was the Houston game, you wanted to get Leo on some minutes. And
Yeah.
so how has he been training in
Great.
if he's needed this weekend?
Everybody has been training well. Like I just said, everybody's in a good mood. The group's in a good mood. Yeah, team's confident.
Brian, you've done everything from a tactical standpoint, training-wise. What is the message going forward now to the team from once again, an ownership standpoint of them owning the result and them owning their performance? What does that look like for you?
Well, what I hear from them, from Steph, from Christian, Albert, Raul, a lot of guys in the squad, they understand the opportunity that's in front of them. I mean, I really don't have to do that much. I will do my job. I have to be a coach. I'll say a couple of words, but they all feel it. They sense it. I think the opportunity, again, of just, we've gotten to a place where, we're playing for a trophy, Western Conference champions. That's a big deal. You win that trophy, gets us a home game. Yeah. And I think, the game before against LAFC, you didn't want to look ahead to hosting a final. But now that is front and center. That is, you win, you're hosting a final at home. So they're talking about it.